The clock strikes 0, and that is the end of the contest. Iona Prep goes back-to-back. They win the state championship for a second straight year. They defeat St. Francis 42 on the final score. Iona Prep finishes the season.
Back-to-back New York State Catholic champions. Iona Prep pulls it off. And they do it in a great turnaround. Middle of the season, losing their one game that they had to Monsignor Farrell, turning it around, and now being crowned state champions. We have two of the main guys, Julian Guzman and Crew Davis, joining us in the studio here today. First of all, got you guys out of class. I mean,
thank you.
There's a thank you. Thank you here, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
A little breather, you know.
It's good. Yeah, you guys deserve it. This past week, you guys walked in. You've made it through 3 seasons playing Catholic League football. You feel good? You feel healthy? Both
of course.
Of
you guys? Awesome, yes. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to finish off strong and get in good health and prepare for the next level.
So state champions once again. So last year's state championship was funny because you guys won the state championship. You guys hold the plaque, and it was like, let's get on the bus and get the heck out of here before the snowstorm in Buffalo, right? You guys got to enjoy Saturday a little bit more?
100%. Yeah, no, it was good to have our last game at home on our field. There's no better way to go out.
Tell me about I was upstate with the Section 1 teams. What was the atmosphere like? I thought the crowd there was pretty incredible.
Yeah, no, it was beautiful seeing all the alumni come back and watch us play. It's really like a great community at Iona. They really thrive on like having good brotherhood, and it really shows. All those guys came back and they could do anything else on their Thanksgiving break, but they're sitting in the cold watching us play for a state championship. So
yeah, it'd be great to obviously play like a cool neutral site, but to get a home game in your final game is really pretty awesome.
No, I think it's amazing. I mean, obviously we got to see both like sides of it. I mean, junior year we were down in Buffalo, which was great. I mean, they're playing like Mariah Carey music and the Christmas at halftime when it started snowing, all the Buffalo people were going crazy. But to be able to finish it off at home, like Julian said, with all the alumni and all our buddies and families being there to watch and have it being so close to home is honestly like no better finish. So
I've gotten to watch you guys come through, and obviously remember he was a freshman when I called you Davis Crew.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way his first name is Crew, right? It's got to be Davis. We fixed that on the broadcast moving forward. Did you take a moment on Saturday to kind of just like soak it all in?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's honestly pretty surreal. I mean, like me and Julian were talking about it the whole week leading up, just like this is the last Monday, this is the last Tuesday, this is the last Wednesday, and I feel like there's just so much time and effort that went into like our success, and really looking back at all of it, it was like once you get to that point, and when we got to Saturday, it's like you have to finish strong, and that's what we did, and it's just really crazy that it's kind of over, but it's how life is, right? You got to move on to like the next chapter, and even though it's kind of bittersweet and sad that it's over, it's also a good thing that we finished strong. So I'm kind of happy that we stamped our legacy the way we did.
What have the last few days been like?
Yeah, no, they've been awesome. After Saturday, I've just been really like trying to soak it all in. That's probably gonna be my last day ever putting a helmet on. So all the week leading up, I was just trying to just make as memories with my friends, be as laid back as possible, and just have fun because I do love football. It always has a special place in my heart. So
yeah. So it's funny you say that because obviously you've signed to play baseball at Maryland. You signed today,
yes,
to play football and lacrosse at UNC. Last day putting on your helmet. Are you sure about that? Because I can't tell you, especially when we did the Somers game. I think a lot of people who were from Section 1 had never watched you play. A lot of people said to themselves, "Why is this kid not playing quarterback in college?" Has that ever entered your mind?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think about it all the time. I don't really want to give football up, but I just got to see if a good opportunity presents itself, and I would definitely be so open to playing college football.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, man, especially with what you guys got to do. And the other thing, too, is like you guys are so much more prepared to play college football because of Iona Prep and Coach Joe Spagnola and the staff and the way the program is run. You're going to realize how much it's very much like a college program.
Mm-hmm. Right. Without a doubt. I mean, I think just like you said, the way Coach Spags runs the program and our play calling, our scheming, and how the weeks are, it's all set and based off how colleges run their programs. Because, I mean, Coach Spags has amazing connections with a bunch of college guys, and I feel like he's really based the whole entire setup of our team based off that. And I think also, too, just like the competition level of playing some of these Jersey schools and some of these other New York Catholic schools that are amazing as well. I think it's it's really setting us up for have achievements down the road. So.
Absolutely. You obviously beat Somers in that first game of the season. You beat Paramus Catholic. You go on through the regular season, and then you have this hiccup against Monsignor Farrell, which I was watching this and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I've watched Monsignor Farrell. They're very good. I thought they were the second best team in the league, but I thought there was a gap between the two. When you look back on that day, that loss, was it more you guys than them? What was it?
Yeah, no, I think it was.
I'll go second.
I think it was definitely us. I think we underestimated the team. I think we were riding high on the previous wins, teams that we beat before. That we beat Paramus Catholic. They're a Jersey powerhouse. So I think we were underestimating our opponent, and we didn't come out as strong as we should have with the best game plan that we should have came out with. So yeah, I definitely think it was more on us, and it shows when the second time around we played them. We knew the magnitude of that game, so we really stepped up to the occasion.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I think just going into that season after winning that state chip junior year, it was kind of felt untouchable, right? I mean, like mainly all our guys were kind of coming back, and looking at the season, like the teams that we were playing, and them losing some seniors and us still being there. I think we didn't think it was gonna be a cakewalk, but I just think we were confident in our ability, to win it all again. And, starting like you said, like beating Paramus Catholic and beating up on Somers and a bunch of other schools, I just think we thought we could honestly play anyone and have confidence going into the game. And I think, Farrell's a tough program with tough kids, and they weren't going to give up. And I think going in the game, they kind of hit us in the mouth. And it was kind of like one of those moments where we were like, okay, other people can play. Right, and then we ended up losing that game. But like Julian said, I think we knew we were going to get a second crack at them when we did. Handle business.
Well, you guys come back the next week. You put up 47 on Kellenberg, 49 on Stepanek, 42 on St. Anthony's, 42 on Farrell in the championship. You had to feel and somebody said to me, like, oh, you think, Iona could beat Farrell in the championship? And I was like, they're going to beat him by like 3 touchdowns. I mean, did you feel it? I mean, I kind of know how this all kind of goes sometimes. Did you guys feel it going in?
Yeah, no, I think we knew we were gonna beat them by a few scores, but I think just getting out there on the field and just like after the first play, like we knew like we're the best team in the state. We had to prove that to everybody because, like Cruz said, we were riding high off of last year's accomplishments, and I think losing that game in the regular season like let us get our identity as this year's team and like who we wanted to be and how we were going to respond to that loss. So I think a lot of the kids that weren't on the team last year really wanted to prove to everybody else and to even the kids that were on the team last year that like they want to be here too. They want to win a state championship. So
yeah, and obviously the goal every year is to win the New York Catholic League, the CHSFL. Then you get to refocus and play for the state championship. Did you feel going into last Saturday? I mean, I just had the utmost confidence. Did you guys as well? Yeah,
no. I mean, I think we played Canisius the year before, and they have a great running back, Elijah Kimball, who's a big name out there in high school football with a bunch of offers, and he's an amazing player. And they had lost St. Francis in the regular season, so we weren't sure who we were going to play. And then St. Francis won. We're like, okay, here's a new opponent, some we haven't seen. We watched some film on them. Had a bunch of great players. Their quarterback, he's quarterback safety, amazing player. A few good defenders like linebackers, linemen. Another good like hard hitting, tough nosed team. And we knew going in like just like us, like it's our senior year, right? Like I looked at Julian, I was like, hey, we have nothing to lose. I mean, we got to leave it all out there. It's our last ride, right? So, and I knew they were going to feel the same way. So we went out there. I mean, at one point it was 21-21, pretty tough game. And you got to kind of just got to dig in, and it being the last game ever, especially at home, it was like you got to leave it all out there. And that's exactly what we did. We played hard and ended up pulling through and winning the game. So
I watched the second half of the game, and obviously, quarterback, running backs get all the love. But I thought the second half defense, physicality. I mean, you guys, the defense was like absolutely. They put them in the ground. Well, I mean, in some of those hits.
Yeah, so when our defense gets hyped up, they move as a unit. I mean, I think this is secondary, and we got a big D line too, a bunch of big plays. Give a little shout out to my buddy from my hometown, Brady Morrison, who had a little scoop and score and brought it back for a touchdown, which was pretty cool. But yeah, no, the defense is lights out. I mean, that's a huge part of our success this year. So
especially at halftime, because the offense and defense meet at different parts of wherever we are, and we just hear Coach D yelling at the guys. Like when he usually never's the guy to give a speech, but he's over there yelling at them, and I think that really got him going. Him showing emotion and him like showing the want to win the game.
Yeah, I again, Coach Lou D'Oranzo, you're talking about. Yeah, when he gets loud, it's usually not a good sign.
Yeah,
like
no,
it's usually
for sure.
for the other team.
You know,
yeah, he's been doing this a long time. But all of it comes together, and you guys win a state championship, back-to-back state titles. We mentioned about yourself playing baseball in college and going to Maryland. You know, when do you start focusing on baseball again? You start training, start working out. What are you doing?
I'm already back with the baseball team. We lift in the morning, so we lift before school. So we do that every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we start rise and grind, and we do like more baseball stuff every Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm just gonna get right back into it.
Is it hard to go from one season? I mean, you have a break in between with the winter. What do you, neither one of you do anything winter? Not doing to pick up basketball. Or
I
anything?
can't. I mean, I usually do winter track, but this year I'm leaving early. So
okay, so you're gonna go to UNC in
so I'll be at UNC January 4th. So I can count down the days here. A couple more weeks.
So your high school life is done.
Yeah, it's over, dude. It's crazy. Yeah.
I know. How many more days of school you have left?
Oh, scare me. I haven't put in an exact number. Yeah, I know it's like around like 4 weeks. I mean, so.
Wow. Okay. And and what the reason for going early? For people who don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just want to get down there early, just, get used to school, get my feet wet a little bit, get used to the football program, and meet some of the guys. And, I want to give myself the best chance to play at a early stage in my career. And if going down there in the spring and giving up my spring lacrosse season and, that little senior spring type of thing, if I had to give that up for that to happen, I mean, it's all the stuff you got to do, right? I mean, it's tough. I mean, I love Coach Rick Giussano on the lacrosse side for the spring. It hurts me to not be able to finish it out with my guys on that side too, because I'm a football and lacrosse player. But I knew the right thing was to get down there early and start working as soon as possible, just so I can get myself in the system. So
yeah, it's great. And obviously, you've had a remarkable career in both sports at Iona Prep. How do you kind of on January 4th? You said
yes.
How do you kind of get on a plane? Are you going to drive or do you get on a plane?
It's a good question. I'm pretty sure I'm getting on a plane. Kind of long drive.
Yeah, it's a long drive.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get on a plane and go down. And how do you kind of reflect on what you did in both sports at Iona Prep?
Yeah, no, I think it's crazy. I mean, just looking back at it, when you're going through the years in high school, it's like it feels like it's never ending, right? And then you kind of get to the end, you're like, oh my god. I mean, I'm just proud and happy to say that we had these state championships in both lacrosse and football, and I give it all back to like my amazing coaches and teammates. I couldn't. Both those sports are team sports, right? I couldn't do it without them. It's not like in track where you win the 100-meter by yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't do any of it without this guy or a bunch of other people on the lacrosse side. So I mean, I'm just happy to kind of stand my legacy and leave on the right note of the state championship. So
yeah, you guys are very close, and that assumes that the quarterback and the running back are close with each other. But you guys seem like you have a great bond. Was that something you guys had day one coming in?
I mean, funny story. I transferred into Iona, right?
Yes.
So freshman year, and the first class I ever was in was with him, and he was sitting next to me in English, which was like freshman year. I think our relationship grew over time just because like he became the starting quarterback junior year, and it was my first real like breakout season. I mean, I played sophomore year, had some good plays, but nothing.
You're more
crazy,
on defense, right? More defense?
No, I was still playing like
both?
receiver, running back, but just not as like a huge factor, just because I was a sophomore. I was younger, and then junior years where he started to step up, and we started doing some chemistry, and then obviously we had that good year, so I think we became. Good buddies.
Yeah, I said the same thing. When he first came to the school, we had like every single class together. So I was kind of showing him the ropes a little bit.
Yeah,
taking him around.
Wasn't crazy close though. It was just more of like a mutual. Like you're on the football team, I'm on the football team.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we're gonna maybe we'll win a couple state championships together.
Yeah, right. Why not?
Yeah. Baseball for you, as we said, we were talking about baseball, the transition and starting the workouts. I mean, you're committed. You're already committed. College, the senior year baseball could be tough for guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because like you're like the craziest thing about the Catholic League is that so many times you're still playing about 2 weeks after you've graduated high school. I'm like, I used to joke on the broadcast, Iona Prep graduate, now batting third, like, because he graduated. So like, what is senior year going to be like for you? And how do you kind of make sure you're focused? Because obviously you guys have big things ahead as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. Coach Mahoney does a good job with keeping us focused between like prom and graduation and all that stuff. He works around the schedule, but yeah, no, it's definitely a big spring. I still want to go out and hopefully win another state championship in baseball, but the guys are hungry, Our baseball team, we work out before school. I think Coach Vin Sullivan, our strength coach, says that we're the hardest working team in the building because we lift before school. But but yeah, no, we're ready to go. We're excited for the season and just want to get back out there. I miss baseball.
Yeah.
sure.
So while you were playing, obviously, Braden Richardson on the way out, and
Yeah.
Trevor Dimmy. You've known though. You grew up with
Yeah,
Braden,
that's
right?
my guy. Right
Yeah.
there.
So you guys grew up together playing football growing up,
Yeah, football.
and your father
And
was
basketball,
the
yeah.
quarterback with Trevor.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, they went to high school together.
Small world. Are you rooting for Sleepy Hollow? Obviously.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
Yeah, you're gonna be
right.
watching from their game from the dome.
Yeah, 100%.
They got a tough game. They got a tough game. They're facing off against the kid who's going to Oregon, running back
Yeah,
going to
Messiah.
Oregon. Yeah, Messiah. Yeah. You've probably come across him or heard his name.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Just like dude, like New York stuff in track too. I've seen him at a few meets. So.
He's ranked #1 player in the state,
Yeah.
so it's going to be a very interesting game. I said to Braden, I said, you may not be the best player on the field for like the first time in like a long time, maybe your whole life.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting for Sleepy Hollow going up there. But this really is like from a Westchester standpoint. I know you guys had Iona Prep. You played Somers. You beat them like handily. But as a whole for football in this area, it's been a pretty remarkable fall for what it was. And you guys are obviously a huge part of it. So as I said, Iona Prep. You're leaving January 4th, but like school basically ends at Iona like in May.
Yeah,
early
I mean,
May.
yeah,
Senior year. I've seen it. I know that's how it works. They can tell me all they want. But how do you enjoy this time, the next few weeks, as you said before you go off?
Yeah, no, I think for me it's just like kind of taking it all in. I mean, you don't understand like how awesome everything is, like like how Iona and being around my family. You don't realize how like great that is until like you realize you're leaving, right? And like I look at it like it just turned December 1 like 2 days ago, and I was like, wow, like this is really my last month being a high school kid, and I'm just trying to take it all in, going to school and enjoying myself, being around my buddies, like enjoying like these last kind of moments of high school, because then once I leave, it's like, welcome to the real world, right? I mean, I'm going to college and I got to really focus up and start grinding. I mean, obviously I did all that during high school, but it's just like the next level up at the collegiate level. So, I mean, I'm excited for it though. I've been working towards my entire life, and to get that opportunity is just what I've wanted literally forever. So, I mean, just got to take in these last 4 weeks as best I can.
You guys are leaving. Who's coming up behind you guys now? Who's the next quarterback, running back? How are we gonna replace you guys?
Yeah, no.
Quarterback?
I
You said
think
quarterback.
Jaden Jackson. He's been practicing with the varsity since freshman year. He played on the JV. He's been with us this whole year. He's been getting all the scheme, everything. He's a really good quarterback, really good build. He's fast, so I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, and on the running back side, Chase Reeves, my guy. He his cousin's with Stephen Dowdy, one of our receivers
course,
in the past
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Amazing players.
Willie's
Just take her
brother,
now.
too.
And Willie Reeves' brother, his older brother's a junior. He's a sophomore right now. His older brother is on defense for us, plays Sam right out like a
number
linebacker
4,
spot.
Willie, yeah.
And then Chase is just a bowling ball, absolute beast. Love him. Great work ethic, amazing kid, great personality, character. Everything's perfect about him. So I'm excited to see what he does. He's gotten a good amount of burn this year too. He's got some runs, and every time he gets the ball, he's usually barreling his way to like 8 to 10 yards. So I love the kid.
Iona's always gonna be good hands. It's amazing how it comes back.
Future's bright.
The future's always bright.
Yeah.
Coach Spags does an amazing job. It is honestly, truly, guys, it has been a pleasure, a privilege to honestly watch you guys come up. I remember last year taking over quarterback Julian and thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, he looks like he's pretty. It reminds me a little bit of Patrick Mahomes, right? Number 50, the whole thing, and then the numbers you guys put up, and just getting to know you guys, talk to you guys, it's been awesome. So thank you guys so much for coming in.
Yep, thank you.
Shout out to your teachers to let you out of class.
Yes, of course.
Mr. Salerno.
Oh yeah, Mr. Solano. Yes, I'm missing his class right now. Thank you, Mr. Solano. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll be in class tomorrow.
All right, guys. Julian, get back to class. You'll be
sir.
back out of school, crew. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
All right,
Thank you.
Awesome. You guys
There
are
we go.
great, man. It's so great.